guess it didn't wanna be loved.
What's up, guys? Ace is here with
Brian,
and we are Worth the Download. And this week we're reviewing Trey Songz' new album, Tremaine. And this is my first kind of rodeo with Trey Songz. I haven't actually listened to a full Trey Songz album, so I'm gonna take a backseat on this one. I'll let you start it off, and then I'll give my little input.
Okay, so I'm going to put the gear in drive and I'm going to talk about Trey Songz.
All right.
Anyway, so Trey Songz, I've been a fan for I'm from Toronto, so the first time I heard about Trey Songz is when he did a track with Drake, and that song was called Successful, I think, or Successful, yeah. And that's how I kind of got introduced to who he was as an artist. I listened to his old stuff. I really enjoyed his old stuff, going down to his mixtape. Surprisingly, he raps on his mixtape. That's what he does. But anyways, getting to the music, to this particular project, I felt like with Trey Songz, he kind of created like a bit of a story where he kind of talks like he's like a playboy kind of guy. Then he says that he wants to be wants to settle down and like find that special someone, probably create a family. And then he goes back and forth from that. I can relate with him a little bit. Like, I mean, of course, I'm sexier, but it's just, it almost didn't flow, and it kind of flow. It made sense, and it almost didn't make sense in my books. You know what I mean? It was good music, by the way, but let's kind of talk how you felt about it. Then we can actually talk about how we actually feel in the long run.
Okay, so I mean, I get what you're saying. Yeah, it definitely took you through that bit of a journey. Maybe it was meant to be that way. I think maybe there was that sort of kind of like you mentioned, right? Like maybe it's kind of like his journey through love, right? Love is never like a straight line. It's always like you're gonna have these good times, you're gonna have these highs with a girl. Maybe they'll break your heart, and you're gonna being like you're going into this whole playboy phase, and he gets back with the girl, and back and forth. And then at the end of the album, right, he ends it off with that one track where he basically is just talking about like kind of wrapping it all up, right? So maybe that's what he was going for with this album. Maybe it was to be that kind of juxtaposition and like that, that jump from back and forth. But in other case, though, like overall, though, production-wise for the album, I enjoyed it. Like I said, like musically, I thought it was, it was pretty good. It had all the ingredients of an R&B album, right? Okay. So I think the vocals were there. I think his performance was pretty good. Like I said, as in terms of production, I think the music was pretty on point. There's definitely some tracks that will stand out to you when you're listening through this album that I think will probably end up being like the singles, right? They'll probably come out from this album. I think I think the single that's out right now what was it? Do you know what the single was?
Oh man, you caught me off guard.
She's Loving It or something like that. Yeah. Anyways, you'll probably hear it at the intro and at the outro of this video, but you'll definitely see the singles stand out in this album. But aside from that, like as an overall project, I enjoyed it. Maybe it was a little bit long. There were some songs that maybe felt a little bit filler to me, but aside from that, I think it was a pretty good album all in all.
So let's talk about his voice. He's talented, no?
Yeah, for sure. He's definitely got some lungs on him. For sure.
Yeah, he got some lungs on him. I know. He's not like he's not like I don't think he kind of mimics like an old artist or previous artist, kind of like what The Weeknd kind of mimics with MJ. Not saying that. He's very unique in his own voice. So I think if you were to ask yourself a question, if you're being a Trey Songz fan, would you be impressed with this album? I would say yes, he would be. Yeah, sorry, you want to finish it?
No, I'm pretty sure that's pretty much fair to say, right? I think like for those Trey Songz fans, I don't think you'll be disappointed with this album, because me coming in as someone who's never heard an album from him, I was impressed. I thought it was a pretty decent, execution overall, and I enjoyed it. So if I were to give it a score out of 5, I think I would give it like a 3 out of 5, just because it's not my style of music. But I mean, overall, if the album was maybe just a tad shorter, so that we cut out some of those filler tracks, I think it would have been a pretty solid album. So I'll give it a 3 out of 5. Broken Hearts.
Okay. So me being the fan, and me also I'm trying to be unbiased, and it probably will sound like I'm being very biased, but I give it a 4 out of 5 one-night stands. The only reason why is because I am a fan, and second, like I think he did bring a little bit to the table. It didn't blow me away, but it was a pretty decent album.
Yeah.
Is it worth the download? That's the real question. My answer to that would be it's worth 70% of the album.
Yeah,
downloaded.
I give it definitely that. That would stay on your phone or whatnot.
Yeah.
So let us know, guys. Let us know what you guys thought of this album in the comments. Let us know. What are we gonna be doing next week?
Next week we're going back to Toronto artists, man.
We are.
So next week we're doing an artist called Nelly Furtado. Now we haven't heard about her for quite some time.
Not since the whole national anthem debacle.
I actually didn't see that. I heard it was really. I'm not gonna watch it.
You'll watch it for next week.
Okay, fine, I will.
All right, so that's what we'll be reviewing for you guys next week. So if you guys want to watch that, make sure you subscribe so you know when we drop that video. So I guess that wraps up our review for this week, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.
I gotta say something before you go. I know this is kind of weird, but we have an Instagram now.
We do.
Okay, now we can end it.
Okay, bye.